Yes, good evening, of course, wherever you're tuning. This is AFRIQ24 DIMBA post-match analysis. And don't forget, I'm your host for the sport show, Boniface Kimanzi. Where are you tuning from? Of course, we will be having this post-match analysis for the next 1 hour so that we can discuss what happened when it comes to sports all over the weekend. And of course, I give you the updates on what is happening in different leagues, either in the English Premier League, also Bundesliga, La Liga Serie A, and also we have other leagues that took place all over the weekend. So where are you following us from? So if you're following us here for the first time, remember this is the post-match analysis. And if you have not subscribed to AFRIQ24, please go there, like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. We have a lot of shows here that takes place. We have a post-match, we have Dimbala Afrique show. We also have every day the daily political talk that happens here, and we give you the best news updates and also know what is happening in matters concerning politics in this country. All over the weekend, we saw what happened and the big conversation that is happening in all social media platforms is Manchester United, whereby they won 2-1 against Manchester City in that Manchester City derby. And that is Manchester derby. And Ruben Amorim, who was the head coach of Manchester United, was very worried after the team was outplayed by Man City. But towards the end of the game, that is when Manchester United they controlled the game, and through Bruno Fernandes penalty, it is the one that brought limelight to the Manchester United. And of course, he is saying that all over the week, he has been monitoring how the team has been playing all over that time. But now you can see that the Manchester City derby, that is Manchester derby, has been one of the best when it comes to performance and also when it comes to football. Of course, the gameplay, technical part, also coaching, they are good. Of course, that is a glimpse of what happened. And before we go there, we have the FKF elections, whereby we got a new president, and rumors are still circulating that Nicky Mwendo is still trying to get back to the FKF after what happened. He was supporting Doris Petra, was his vice president during the last two terms, that is 8 years. But now, after Hussein Mohammed and McDonald Mariga, they won. They are now still trying to get back to this FKF after Kenyans. And of course, the elections was determined by the delegates all over the country. The delegates are the one who voted for Hussein and Mariga. And we saw the other day Hussein Mohammed and McDonald Mariga going for that official presentation at Kandanda House. Now we have new president in the Kandanda House. We have a lot of things that need to be considered. We don't have the stadiums. We don't have this Austin Chan for 2025. The rights are still pending. They have not been confirmed because we don't have a stadiums, and other countries are still eyeing. They are still on the right track. The likes of Uganda, Tanzania, the likes of Rwanda, they want to host Chan 2025. But the PS, that is the principal secretary for the Minister of Sports, that is Peter Toom, Engineer Peter Toom, said that we will be ready before 2025. Maybe they have some of the magics that they want to do so that they can win the 2025 Chan. And of course, Kenya has been having a lot of problems when it comes to hosting this international competition. Either does the country feature in the AFCON, also that is just major problems we are having as FKF. But the main problem that Kenya experiences is the border management and also the sports industry has been neglected. The way we see athletics Kenya being considered and given the priority. We saw what happened in the Paris Olympics, whereby the Paris athletes, they gave us a lot of recognition in that competition. So whatever happens in the athletics, then they should come back and they tell what is the main problems affecting soccer. That is football and also sports in this country, majorly football, because Harambee Stars, Junior Stars, Rising Stars, even the coach FKF needs to be considered with a lot of concern. Of course, I'm joined by Alex here. Alex, do you think that the president, new president in the FKF, is going to serve Kenyans the way they want?
Good evening to you, my host Boniface. I am confident with the guy that we have because I believe he upholds integrity. And if we also add McDonald Mariga, somebody who is very known in the area of football in Kenya, at least we know we have people who will be able to consider the interest of the public, and they know the challenges that people undergo. It's good to have somebody who has seen the challenges, somebody who can relate to what the players are going through, and we have somebody who can uphold integrity like Hussein Mohammed. So with those two in government, with those two as the leaders in FKF Boni, I myself and everyone who loves Kenyan football will feel like we are in power because we will be policies will be delivered. And you see, we going forward, the old policies won't work in this new football format in the country. So the likes of Nick Mwendwa and the Sam Nyamoya, the policies they used won't work going forward. Going forward, we need new policies, new blood for us to see a better football in the country.
That is FKF president and people, most of people, as they say, they are confident. But we have been seeing a lot of people getting into this FKA, but still towards the end of the first term, then things are not in the right track. But maybe the CEO of Extreme Sports will change the football situation in this country because a lot of things need to be considered when it comes to football in this country. And so that is the only way we are going to see our Aramba Stars going to AFCON and also trying to appear in those competition whereby there is that recognition. Because now today we have the CAF Awards happening in Marrakech, Morocco, and we saw our very own there, Victor Mugubi Wanyama is attending, and also we have other players in Africa. That is the only way we only get that recognition. But you see, we are having a lot of issues when it comes to management of the sports in this country. And I know very sure that the moment we will get back to this drawing board, we get the best FKF management, but we have the new one. So let's give them time so that they can feature and they can give us the best results because they are one of the football giants and also people who have been involved in the sports in this country, and they understand that sports is very key, that sports needs to be considered because we have a lot of talents in this country whereby we are having grassroots football being neglected when you go to other parts. For example, if you go to Wajir or Masabi, then you know that sports has been neglected. I've been watching some of the tournaments in El Gayo Marakwet and also Turkana, whereby when you watch those talents playing all over there, then you know that sports has been neglected because you see even the players, they play without the kids, without the boots, without good balls. That shows how football has been neglected from the top management to the low management. Because from the top, that is the Minister of Sports, and of course, he is the Minister of Sports is the one who is directly involved to the president. So if we have the problem with the president, then you know we have the problem with the Football Kenya Federation and also the ministry. Then that is the end of the sports. You have also seen we are having issues with the Tongili Mundu. I think the sports in this country is a major problem because the Tongili Mundu was having this championship which is featuring over 35 countries, and the Tongili Mundu which was to happen in Aga Khan, Mombasa, has not happened. Still, they are asking for support from the government and also federation. What does that mean? It means that there is some big problem, a major problem that needs to be solved when it comes to sports in this country. And I am very sure if they do that, then we will get best result. Our Rising Stars, that is led by Salim Babu, they are now training for the under 17, under 15 Sekava Championship that is going to happen, and they are playing Tanzania and Uganda. Those are some of the talents that have been nurtured, and they need to get into the Arambe Stars because you see Arambe Stars is having a lot of problems, players not being serious, and also as we used to say, we are the former Arambe Stars who is Eugene Ferrati from Turkey. He was there, but he did not give us, he did not deliver to Kenyans. But he always complained about the stadium's home advantage is very key. But he used to say that we don't have that home advantage, which means that Harambee Stars played all the Africa Cup of Nations 2025 qualifiers away because they played in Nambole stadiums in Uganda, they played in Zambia, they played in Zimbabwe, they played in South Africa, Namibia, and also Cameroon. And they lost. I think they lost most of the matches. And Engin Ferrati said that he is not confident that we are going to win if we don't have stadiums. What is the main issue that is affecting stadiums in this country? What is the main problem that is affecting sports in this country? You can join us through the link that I've shared there, and also you can tell us what do you think needs to be done so that we can have our sports back in this country, because a lot of things need to be considered: the stadium and also the management. But we have the new FKF board that is led by Hussein Mohammed and McDonald Mariga. Are they going to deliver? That is what we are asking. So if they are going to deliver, we are going to see. So if you're joining us here for the first time, remember to always subscribe to AFRIQ24. This is the channel that will give you the best updates and also give you the ideas on what is happening in this country. Make sure you subscribe and get the direct involvement with this AFRIQ24. Wherever you are following us, make sure you subscribe. So that is all about our football, but we had the Kenya Premier League matches, and still our fans have not behaved, because yesterday whatever happened in the Dona stadiums, it is very, very shameful. After the equalizer, the fans intruded the pitch and they started fighting. They started fighting because of what they term as poor referee decision. They saying the referee favored one of the areas. They saying that the referee favored one of the sides. And that is why we witnessed chaos in Dandora Stadium. We also saw what happened in Mombasa, whereby fans intruded in Baraki stadiums and they started even fighting. What does that mean? Are we ready for AFCON? Also, Chan, because if our Kenyan fans are going to behave like this, then you know that we are going to be banned by FIFA. If they at any point they get into the pitch and they fight, then we are going to be banned by the FIFA. And the FIFA president, Gianni Infantino, is very serious. So I think if they behave like this, when we have the AFCON opening matches, because we are going to have a lot of visitors in this country, you're going to have the players, quality players, the likes of Mohamed Salah, Sadio Mane. Of course, some of the teams have qualified for the AFCON 2025, and also 2027 we are going to host this AFCON. So if our fans are going to behave like this, then you know that we might face total ban by the FIFA. Because tell me, why would these fans fight? Why do fans get into the pitch and start fighting because of refereeing? Because if it is because of a referee decision, we have seen in the Premier League, that is English Premier League, whereby fans protest because of Anthony Taylor, and also they have been saying he's one of the worst coaches they have seen, but they have never gotten into the pitch and started fighting each other. Rare cases, but in Kenya, then you will find them fans fighting, which is a major issue affecting our security in this country. Stakeholders are questioning, why are they fighting? Stakeholders are asking, why do you have this kind of fights in our country? And of course, matters concerning athletics. Also, Athletics Kenya, I think Athletics Kenya, they are doing a good job. And National Olympics Committee President, National Olympics Committee of Kenya President, that is Paul Tergat, his term is now coming to the end. And I saw the end a meeting in Eldoret, and they are now trying to get a new president after Paul Tergat. They're going to elect a new president come next year, because I also they want to get a new president. So they go hand to hand. Football Kenya Federation and also Athletics Kenya, they go hand to hand. Recently we in the election for the FKF, that is Football Kenya Federation. We have the new president, that is Hussein Mohammed and McDonald Mariga, And now we are going to get new members, new leaders of athletics Kenya. Where are you following us from? Make sure you to subscribe to AFRIQ24, wherever you are following, and we will be happy for you joining. Of course, leaving behind what happened in our local football. We saw today we have the CAF Awards, and they're happening in Marrakech, Morocco. Our very own Victor Mugobi Wanyama is going to feature there, and some of our athletes have been recognized in the CAF Awards. Don't forget, Diamond Platinums is going to perform in the CAF Awards. That is all about the CAF Awards, and we wish the winners all the best. Again, you saw in the Premier League what happened yesterday. Yesterday was Manchester Derby, and the Manchester Derby was between Manchester United and Manchester City, and they were playing at Etihad Stadium. After a long time, Manchester United, they have not won at Etihad Stadium. After Manchester United, they fired Erik ten Hag. Now they have a new boss who was coaching Sporting CP from Portugal, that is Ruben Amorim. And Ruben Amorim, he was very worried about the scores before the halftime. But when they came after the break, Manchester United, they changed and they won the match. Which is remain at 14, because today we have a big match still. So if the team that are going to play today, they are going to win, then they are going to be left behind. That is Manchester United. But Ruben Amorim, he said that he want to change this team. He want to make sure the team is going to get that transformation, because since Alex Ferguson just left the Manchester, they have been struggling. They have been struggling with Premier League and also in this title race. But now Ruben Amorim is also saying that the storm is yet to come. So the fans are waiting for the storm to come, because he said that he is very confident that Manchester United is going to win the Premier League in the next season or coming seasons. Waiting to see. Also, yesterday we saw how Manchester City coach Pep Guardiola was very, very worried about the team performance. Same players, the likes of Phil Foden, Kevin De Bruyne, Kyle Walker, Jeremy Doku, they have been there and they have been playing and they have been used to this Premier League. But now, whatever we saw yesterday, it is like they were struggling. Does it mean that they are more dependent to Rodrigo? Because I also saw Rodrigo in that match. I saw him and he was there. We have been told by the media of the UK that he is going to play next year. But now, things as they are getting hotter, the midfield of Manchester City, they don't have that only midfielder, and that is why the midfield is getting those problems. That is Manchester City. But of course, they have been playing a good game when it comes to the Premier League. But now, as we talk, the Reds are on top of the Premier League with 36 points after 15 outings. So we're waiting to see if the Reds are going to win against the Everton, because they have a game in hand, but they have a big challenge when it comes to the Premier League, because a lot of teams are still pushing hard to win the Premier League. The likes of Arsenal, Chelsea, and also we are not underrating Man City, because still they have that energy to come back and win. But what is the problem? Maybe the players, they are fatigued, or what is the main issue that is affecting players in the Etihad stadiums? Just to ask Alex, what do you think? Can you just say something about the Manchester derby?
First of all, when Ruben Amorim benched, Rashford and Garnacho, um,
we all said it. First of all, sorry to say, uh, him benching Rashford and Garnacho, and then Gvardiol scoring the goal, people started raising questions. We were asking ourselves, why did he bench Rashford and Garnacho? And we know those are crucial players. Even if we can say Rashford is not in good form, he's still not someone whom you should not even bench. They were left off the squad. So those are questions which we are raising. But he talked about it, saying it's a tactical plan that he had. So see, the thing with football is, if you do something and it goes well, no one will criticize it. But if it goes south, everyone will ask the questions. So Ruben Amorim is lucky that he was able to steal a win with the last minutes of the game. So people cannot question him benching him, leaving Rashford and Garnacho out of the of the game. So, but what I can say about Guardiola is, there was time this guy, the former Manchester United coach Eric Ten Hag, spoke about eras coming to an end. So, what we are seeing from Pep Guardiola is his era is coming to an end, and he's so used to winning matches and winning. He has been a winner from Barcelona to Bayern Munich, and right now in Manchester City, he has won 6 Premier League titles out of 8. That shows you he is a winner. He's not used to losing games. So what he's seeing right now is very foreign to him. And him extending his contract for 2 more years is because he believes he cannot. He always believes he won't lose. So, and in football there is winning and losing. So right now he's experiencing a period where City are going down. We can say they're going back to where they were in the 2007, going backwards. So, and he extended his contract for 2 more years. So, and that was a very big mistake. We saw last season, this coach for Liverpool, Jurgen Klopp, he called it quits because he said he's too tired. He doesn't have the energy to keep on going forward. So what and we saw from Guardiola is he extended 2 more years to show us that he's the guy for the job. So right now he has to deal with these issues. Though I think they can come back, but in order for that, they will need to do a lot of signings because their players are not performing. Their defense is shambolic with the likes of Manuel Akanji. Ruben Diaz is not the Ruben Diaz who we saw in 2020. Kyle Walker is getting tired. Rico Lewis is not an option. Gvardiol is good going forward, but defensively is not okay. They don't have a CDM, though Kovacic has been holding well. Wingers are not performing. It's high time we call it quits with Jack Grealish. The last time he scored a goal is in 2023. Imagine 2024 is coming to an end, and that is a winger who should be chipping in with goals, assists, and chances creating. Phil Foden is not the Phil Foden we saw last season, and Haaland without service, there is no Haaland. Bernardo Silva also is not delivering. So I think City need a rebuild like the one Chelsea had for them to go forward, and it's high time they start looking towards Manchester City without Guardiola because if Guardiola stays, he's not going to bring change to the club. So it's high time they get a new manager, a good one. They should have stuck with Enzo Maresca because Maresca was Pep Guardiola's assistant, and he could have been good for City going forward to the future. But Chelsea snapped him. So City have to move on from Guardiola, but they should be grateful for what he has done. So, and Guardiola also has to acknowledge that he can fail because he is so used to winning that he believes he cannot fail. But in real sense, he can fail, and that's what we are seeing right now. And for Ruben Amorim, he is lucky yesterday. The likes of Matthias Nunes and poor defense were able to gift him 3 points. Because you see, even City don't have a squad such that Matthias Nunes is these days is a regular player, and the mistake which he made is so unprofessional. That one you can't even see it born in the Kenyan Premier League. That was very very unprofessional from him to give away a cheap penalty. And if he left Ahmad, it was a 50-50 chance. Either he could have scored or he could have missed. But he gifted Manchester United the opportunity to come back which changed the mood. And Etihad right now is not the Etihad where it is difficult to pick 3 points. And the cross from Lisandro Martinez to Amad Diallo to finish the game, it just shows how City's defense is poor. Even when he took the shot, Gvardiol was not able to sort out his feet to be able to clear the ball. So City is crumbling, but with some few signings and a new coach, they can be good in January.
Yes, yes, that is Alex. And of course, just to disagree with what you said, maybe the problem in Man City is not even changing players because they have new players, very young players. And the same with Ruben Diaz, same Manuel Akanji, same Josko Gvardiol, same Bernardo Silva. They are the ones who are pulling one of the best performance when it comes to the international competition. What is the problem? Changing players will not affect anything in Man City. Maybe the players are tired, or do you think that the players are tired, or it is just their time to go back to their default setting? Because most people are saying Man City was not recognized before 2012, before Pep Guardiola just came.
So
Do you think
let me
that that
respond to
is
that.
true? They are going back to their default setting to compete with the likes of Nottingham, Wolves. Yeah.
So let me respond to that. So you see, Bonnie, let me use the Chelsea example. If we go back to 2020, Chelsea made signings of the likes of Kai Havertz, Christian Pulisic, with the likes of Hakim Ziyech, and they brought in like a couple of big stars. Pulisic, Havertz, Ziyech. We also had the likes of Mason Mount who came in from the academy, who was good. So the under the Abramovich era before it ended, we had very good players. No, let me not say good players. He they brought in a lot of players for a substantial amount of money, and they served for the purpose. And in the 2021, they won us they won Chelsea the Champions League. And but after that season, Bonnie, we never saw really Kai Havertz. If today we ask Chelsea fans about Kai Havertz, they can only tell us about the goal he scored during the final against Manchester City. Outside that, Chelsea never saw anything from Kai Havertz that they can say that he delivered for the Blues. That's why they were very quick to get rid of him. So under this new management with of the Todd Boehly era, they sold all those players from Christian Pulisic to Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Mason Mount, Kai Havertz, Tammy Abraham. They sold all of them, brought in new blood. We are seeing Wesley Fofana, Noni Madueke. We are seeing Pedro Neto. We are seeing Joao Felix. We are seeing Jaden Sancho, who is on loan, who is performing well. So, and with those signings right now, Bonnie, even people can say Chelsea have spent £1 billion. Right now, Bonnie, those signings are paying off because Chelsea are a threat going forward. Right now, no one wants to play against Chelsea. So, what I'm saying is, from what we're seeing from City, Ruben Diaz, Manuel Akanji, I cannot even complain about Gvardiol because he's still a young player, and he has been good going forward. The issue is at the back. So Kyle Walker, John Stones, Manuel Akanji, and Ruben Diaz, they have good, they have served well, but right now they are leaking goals. So it's either they need to do something in the training ground, make some tactical change, or the coach has to bring in new blood because I think Walker needs some competition at the right back, and Rico Lewis is not doing that. So I reckon they can get Jeremy Frimpong for 50 million, who was in the Manchester City academy. He can be good to provide some competition. And for the two pivotal centre backs, Man City need to go and get somebody like William Saliba. I'm not saying the Saliba for Arsenal, but they need a player like that who can be solid at the back to protect the goalkeeper and provide some competition so that the players can be revitalized.
Yes, the race of Premier League still continues, and Man City, they have won this Premier League back to back, back to back to back to back, back to back. But now they are struggling. Pep Guardiola is now getting back what other managers they experience when it comes to the Premier League. And also, what we are saying that the Reds, Slot is now still getting to know what is Premier League because he was held 2-2 by Fulham at Anfield. which is a major shock all over the weekend. And Liverpool being held 2-2 draw by Fulham was also an advantage for Chelsea, because even Arsenal was held 0-0. That is a barren draw by Everton at Emirates Stadium. And Mikel Arteta had a lot of chances, but the Everton team managed to hold them into a 0-0 draw, which is also an advantage for the Enzo Maresca side. But also, the Enzo Maresca side, that is the head coach of Chelsea, is saying that they are not interested with the title. They are still not ready. They just want to win games and collect 3 points. So, what is the aim of collecting 3 points? That is what they are saying. And maybe they have some of the Indian agendas. And you saw what they are doing. In the UEFA Conference Cup, they have 100% performance, and they are now on to the last 16. So maybe this Chelsea is going to win the Conference Cup. We never know. Maybe they are going to win Premier League. We never know. But they are saying they are not ready. We also saw an interview whereby Chelsea striker and also Senegalese striker Nicolas Jackson was having an interview with TNT Sports, and he was saying that we are not ready for the title, and maybe we just want to win and keep 3 points and also make the fans happy. That is what the Chelsea they are saying. But of course, they want to win the Premier League, but they have not declared that. They just want to make the fans happy. That is what they are saying. Do you think that Arsenal they will win the Premier League again after what we witnessed the last time? Now they are still struggling with Arteta. Is Arteta the best coach for Arsenal? Because still they have problems.
For now, what we can say is that Arteta is the best coach for Arsenal because we have seen where he brought them from 2019, where they were in the mud. They were finishing sixth, seventh. They weren't even playing the Champions League. So from where he has reached with them, it's a step forward. But the question which everyone is raising is the trophies. So I don't think Arsenal doing away with Arteta is the solution, because they might bring in someone else, and they will need to undergo another process. So Arteta has been there for a long time. So we raise questions about him bringing the trophies, of which I think this season, Bonnie, this is, I'll say something controversial, but I think if we don't know what Bonnie to expect from Chelsea going forward, but right now they are flying in the league. So, and from Liverpool, we can predict, because right now we're starting to see the patterns which we saw last season, whereby they were good going forward in the first half of the season, but in the second half of the season, they bottled the title. So right now they're slowly dropping points. So in a way, Liverpool are bottling the league. So we don't know what to expect from Chelsea, but they're in the title race. So if Arsenal just put their best foot forward, Bonnie, and they choose to win, like, let's say 90% of their games in January, then probably they are the hot favorites to pick the title. But we don't know what to expect again from Guardiola, because if in January he gets his players back and makes very good signings, because right now he's not very far from Arsenal, then and he goes on a winning spree like we have seen from the previous seasons, where he was winning almost all of the games to win the title, then I still think they will be there. From what we're seeing from Arne Slot, we can't really rely on Liverpool, because we don't know what to expect from them. They might start dropping points and slowly finish in the top four.
Yes, LP Swere, welcome to Dimba la AFRIQ post match analysis bro. Tuambie unafuatilia ukiwa wapi na maoni yako ni gani kuhusu Manchester Derby yenye ilifanyika pale Etihad Stadium?
Yes, thank you. Mi ni Elvis. Mi ni mgeni by the way, nimepata hiyo link. But I hope mmenikaribisha.
Karibu sana.
So,
hapa ni nyumbani.
Mi ni fan wa Man U bana.
Tuambie game ilikuwaje?
About the derby, Man City. I think it's high time Pep to leave Man City right now before things get worse. Because come next weekend they are going to meet Aston Villa, of which that's not a simple game. Remember, Aston Villa played which team during the weekend? Which team did they play during the weekend?
Nottingham Forest.
Nottingham Forest, of which they lost.
Yeah, they were defeated by Nottingham Forest, and of course that was a comeback from Nuno Esperanto's side. 2-1.
Elanga. In fact, Risud scored and the goal was disallowed. So I think Pep should just leave. But the derby was tough. I think you saw in the first half, Manchester United were not playing rightly in first half. But after conceding, but that's a very big problem. That's a very big problem to Manchester United. Set pieces, they are conceding a lot of goals in terms of set piece. So I think during the second half, they woke up. They woke up after 60th minute. They were playing. They really contented the game. Game ilikuwa fiti manze. Hadi siji first half nini walikuwa wanacheza. First half ukiangalia there were many missed passes. Very many missed passes. Mtu anaenda huku pasi ishapigwa huku. Hadi unashangaa hii timu inacheza aje. Hao watu bado hawajielewi ama nini. But thank God Alan hakupata shot on target kwa derby for the first time. Unajua yeye ametuzoea na tufunga kila siku bana. Nakumbuka akifunga trick in his first derby, lakini this time round hakupata shot on target. Hapo Pep aliona amewin game. Aliona amewin game mpaka hapo 80th minute. Before hiyo penalty ya kwanza kulikuwa na penalty ilikuwa disallowed of hiyo ya Hojland na Ruben Dias. Sitaki kusema sana kuhusu hiyo penalty, but for me it was a penalty.
Mwaya, nakusikia.
For me it was a penalty. So good luck. Amad played very well. Hata ile nini leading to penalty, I think alikuwa alishauza manze. But tani yake ilikuwa fiti, ball ilikuwa imetulia. Nunes akakuja tu na hiyo mwili yake yote akamwangusha. But mpira ilikuwa imetulia. That's now the mind of being a wing or a striker or a forward player. You must be easy. You must fall down easily. Must be ready to fall down when things get hard. But literally Manchester United are coming back. Let me say that. Usiseme mimi ni fan wa Man ama nini. Man inarudi. Which when uliona first half hatukuwa na chances bana. Hata shot on target hatukuwa nayo first half. Hatukuwa nayo, tulikuwa zero shots nini. Lakini second half game things change. Man City game inaisha walikuwa wako na 51 ball possession. Man iko na 49, of which that's something ironical. But nakumbuka wakati wa Tenag hiyo game tuliwin ya ilikuwa Old Trafford last season home against Man City tuliwin 2-1. Hiyo game tuliwin, Man City ilikuwa na 73 possession, City tuko na 27, lakini tuliwin 2-1, of which unaona dynamic of game ina change. Kila kitu ina change. Alafu subs za Mourinho ziko very very influencing. Ukiangalia hiyo wacha rudi hiyo Thursday game ya Man U na Victoria Pilsen hiyo Europa, I mean subs ndo ili influence games, ndio hiyo game hizo subs zake ndo zili influence game manze. So Pep bado nilikuwa naongelea Pep it's high time a change, because ile team imechoka bana. Lakini ile team imewin kila kitu. Ile team imechoka bana. Mimi kenye naona Pep January atasign 2 or 3 good players. Things will change. Na atarudi hapa mbele. Wewe ni fan wa Chelsea hapo, but mko sawa bana. Nyinyi mko sawa, mnatudanganya ati you are around the title race. Tumtuambie ukweli bana. Ni kitu mnataka ni mimi mtaki kusema. Hiki mnataka bana.
You just need 3 points. Just 3 points and make the fans happy. That's all.
Lakini Liverpool hawatawaruhusu. That's the thing. Liverpool won't allow you to win to be ahead of them. You ni kumshua na. But sasa wacha tuone, league ndio imeanza sasa. Sasa it's the prime. The league sasa ndio iko prime.
Yeah. So jana uliona, unasema wachezaji wa Man City pale wamezeeka. But of course kuna Alex hapa alikuwa amesema Man City wachezaji wake baadhi yao wamezeeka. Unafikiri wachezaji wamezeeka ama ni wale tu walikuwa wanacheza, akina Foden, akina Bernardo Silva, you know, the likes of Ruben Dias. They are good players. What do you think? Shida iko wapi pale Man City? Shida ni gani pale Man City yani? Of course wameshinda kila kitu, lakini pia gameplay ya Man City si yenye tumezoea. Because jana nikiangalia vile walikuwa wanacheza ni kama wachezaji hawajitumi ama kuna shida yoyote pale hawalipwi. Unajua kuna zile internal communications ambazo zinakuwa zina affect wale wachezaji na pia hatuwezi jua.
So nimesema hii timu imechoka. Sikuzaeka. Watu wamezeka ni pale ni Gundogan hata sijui ni mbona alirudi hiyo timu. Gundogan, De Bruyne hata saiza aende bana. Jana licha alimweka box to box. Hakuna, lakini ile cross nyingine, ile cross aliweka but ni sawa. Wacha nianze hapo kwa hiyo defense. Hiyo defense I get rid of Walker. Ukasikuiza hizi kimbia. The fastest player saiza hizi hata kimbia. I get rid of Walker. Ruben Diaz afai kuwa starter. Ni sawa, ako sawa, lakini Ruben Diaz afai kuwa starter. Anafaa tafute young center back mwenye at least not that young but mtu ako more energetic, unaona. Alafu pale I think they're really missing Akanji. Akanji is always bullying at the game. Ukiona playing style ya Akanji is always a bully. So they are really missing Akanji. Pale left back nani alikuwa anacheza left back jana? Nani huyo? Ni Guardiola. Sasa Guardiola mimi hata sijui anachezanga wapi. Kwa utamuona center back for real. Utamuona center back, utamuona midfield. Utamuona left back. Kuna time amecheza midfield. Utamuona left. So hiyo positioning pia saizi nasumbua Pep. Juu pale ake hayuko, alafu left back wao mgani tena hayuko. Sini yake tu ake na Rico Lewis mwenye saizi anacheza midfield. Of which Rico Lewis haizi cheza position ya Rodri bana. Center ile CDM jana nani angeanza? Kovacic angeanza. Kovacic angeanza ile game but though ametoka injury lakini angeanza hiyo game. Pale midfield yule aitwaje Nuno Mendes ama aitwaje not Nuno Mendes. Nuno Mendes ndio ama ni nani? Huyu Portuguese huyu.
Bernardo Silva.
Not Bernardo Silva, huyu Portuguese ametoa goals. Matheus Nunes. Matheus Nunes, yeah. Nunes manzi, huyu jamaa anacheza position gani? Ulimwona Wolves alikuwa anacheza wapi?
Pep Guardiola si anakuja kuwesti wachezaji, yetu tunajua.
Attacking midfielder, sio alikuwa anacheza attacking, si ndio? But saizi alikuwa anacheza wing. Mtu ka Grealish.
Elvis huyu nani Matheus Nunes ameisha. Sasa hivi anacheza tu ako na injuries. Huyo mseni poa.
Bas anacheza tu juu sasa hakuna otherwise. Ukiangalia Grealish is 33 games without scoring. 33 games Premier League games without scoring. No one will talk about because yes, he Rashford. Because yes, he is not coming from a very well managed club from the beginning. So easy, but really, Pep anafaa get rid of me kwanza Walker. Get rid of Walker.
Walker kuna shida gani? Walker unajua ni mkali wewe. Maybe ni shida tu zina affect.
Amefanya nini mkali? Ni sawa. Walker is a very good sprinter. Amefanya nini? Is a very good sprinter. Amefanya nini?
Shida ya Walker nimekuwa nikifuatilia sana pale kwa mtandao na ni kama racism inamuaffect sana. Baadhi anatuziwa sana. Hata jana
how many players are facing that?
Unajua kuna watu wengine hata wewe unaweza kuwa kuna mtu mwenye anaweza kutusi ukose kusikia na kuna mwingine atatusiwa hiyo kitu imaffect hata miezi. So huwezi jua shida ni gani ya Walker.
Lakini Walker ni
because jana niliona akipigwa head na Rasmus Hojlund anaenda chini na Walker
anaenda kwa
hakuguzwa. But I'm saying the thing with Walker amekuwa poa for the many years zenye ameserve. He has been one of the best right backs in the league, but saizi hakuna difference yake na kina Bisaka.
Your defense. Do you know the reason why Manchester United sold Aaron Wan-Bissaka? Wan-Bissaka was a very good defender, but for you to be a fullback, you must fall and unaenda na kurudi, sinipanda na kushuka. Walker anapanda sana. Akipanda anajisahau. That's the problem. You know Champions League ingine against Real Madrid, what did nani do? Ujama itoje Vini alimfanyanga nini? Vini alimwacha after amemshika the entire game. Vini alimwacha tu juu ya tu alienda alishindwa kurudi. That's the problem. Saizi get in a fullback should fall, anafaa anapanda na pia lazima arudi. Ukiangalia Mazrui, wacha niseme mimi na Mazrui so far is the best signing we've ever made since post Fergie. Mazrui ndo best signing after Bruno Fernandes. Mazrui anapanda akishuka, lakini sasa Walker hiyo energy imeisha. So Pep should get rid of Walker. Gundogan anafanya nini kwa mid? Ni sawa, Gundogan ni star, ni sawa, tumekubali, lakini why is he starting? He's old bana. He's old. Why is he starting? Experience, hatuwezi ongelea experience hapo. Sasa hivi hao watoto wako na energy. Si experience, ni energy. Unaweza kimbia how many kilometers in the pitch? How many runs can you make? How many passes can you make? Sasa uko na experience. Ukiacha na mtuka nani aitwaje, Mudrik ako mbio sasa. So na hiyo experience yako itakusaidia na nini? Sasa ni energy. Energy gani una bring to the team? Alafu ukiangalia mtuka Bernardo Silva ni mtu is out of city. Acha niseme. So nakumbuka la season angefaa aende Barca. Unakumbuka? By the way, he was supposed to leave. Angefaa aende Barca. So Bernardo Silva anacheza City lakini hayuko City. Ukiangalia Haaland is always being fed. He can't do anything. Haaland can't even dribble. Ni ile kazi yake ni kudefend. Lakini kuipata defender amemshika vizuri, kama defender kama Saliba, defender kama jana Maguire alimshika. Sitaki kusupport Maguire, lakini jana Maguire alimshika tu vizuri. Mimi wacha niseme tu hiyo kweli ishi. Wacha nitoke.
Okay.
Duka Saliba. Nani anaweza fanya shit. So alafu Phil Foden manze. Man City nayo wanapitia shida but wakipitia shida ndo furaha yetu. So mimi I can't suggest for them something to be done, but they are really going through a lot.
Hawezi amka. Uone kama wataamka watu. Hawa watu najua bado wanaweza kuwa wanakaa kama salamana. Ile time wataamka tu hivi. Watasumbua sana.
But Kenya nasema Pep akifanya tu January signings apate players wengine wawili watatu wazuri.
Player mgani? Ataleta player mgani? Si tunajua player wote. Ataendea wapi, ligi gani? Nani? Ameweza kuendea watu wenye wako already.
Hapo kwa CDM anaweza pata mtu kama Zubimendi ni mpoa hapo kwa kuhold and then hapo kwa right back kuna jamaa wa nini Leverkusen Frimpong ako fiti. Then hapo kwa
lakini hizi fit City.
Ndio naangalia City si rahisi kuingia hapo.
Then hapo kwa number 10 there is huyu player wa Leverkusen pia Florian Wirtz who can chip in with goals and assists.
Wacha nikwambie.
Hiyo wing ya kina Doku na nani Doku na Grealish hakuna kazi. So hapo pia wanahitaji hapo winga mnoma.
Hapo kwa Frimpong, unajua Man City is playing a very different game. Man City is in a playing possessive game. Guza mpira kwa carpet. Lakini ukiangalia mpira Bayer Leverkusen inacheza. Ukiangalia tu Bayer Leverkusen game inacheza. Bayer Leverkusen inacheza game ya touches twende mbio bao. Frimpong anafunga na unadhani ni striker. Anafunga unadhani ni winger. Lakini ukimpeleka City ana hiyo time ya kuguza tupande twende. Ata lose possession, ata lose concentration because he's not used to that kind of game. Anataka game au wenye wanataka game ya mbio, ya kupeana pass na ni mbio. Kana peana pass na ni mbio. Hapo kwa Florian Wirtz, umesema Wirtz hapo kwa 10.
Hapo wanamuita.
Hapo kwa 10 Wirtz anakonga very cool player by the way. It's a very cool player. Wezi mjua kama ako game. So but for number 10 inataka ile influence, game influence. Number 10 ndo midfield. Unataka game influence. So Wirtz ukimpeleka City na umwache hapo na Gundogan not Gundogan huyu DM wao into Rodri. Mwache hapo na Rodri will always want to go forward. Alafu umwache hapo na ndoaje na huyu sasa hapo Bernardo Silva will always want to go forward. Unaona? Number 10 yenda anaangalia midfield. Apart from hiyo kudefend, yenda anaangalia midfield. All striker anataka ball. Ndio maana De Bruyne will always be number 10 because De Bruyne akishikwa mpira amejua. Lakini ukiangalia hiyo gameplay ya Florian Wirtz ako pale na hiyo midfield yao iko na kina nani hiyo?
Uko na kina Shaka.
Midfield. Sasa angalia mtu kama Granit Xhaka, atadefend atascore. Unaona? So influence alafu wing unajua wanachezanga sometimes wanachezanga hiyo 3-5-2 ama 3-4-3, si ndio wanachezanga mostly hiyo formation. Sasa ma wingers pia wana help in building up the midfield. So ukimleta Man City, ukiangalia player De Bruyne anasimama na mpira, angalie nani ako in which position, nani yuko in which position, nani anaweza mpatia mpira, nani anaweza mpatia pass, no. Lakini sasa ukileta Wirtz kwa team bado hajaset, wacha niseme team bado hajaset, team imetoka kucheza na KDB, ina expect uplay kama KDB, bro, bado Wirtz hawezi hiyo team.
But unacheki ukileta mtu kama Florian Wirtz, uko sure atakugarantina goals and assists, and that's something in your City size ina lack. Na ina lack huo mtu wa kuleta hizo killer passes. Na ukiangalia hata UEFA, Florian Wirtz 5 games 5 goals Champions League, unaona. So I think yeye nasema because I think anaweza chip in na goals and assists. You know right now KDB is not chipping with goals assists, Foden is not chipping with goals and assists. Na ndio maana unaona City na lack. At least last season ilikuanga wakikuwa mbaya, ulikuwa unajua Foden akigeuka apige ile left ni ndani. So sasa hizi Foden apigi hizo, De Bruyne apigi hizo, na Haaland bila supply hakuna. So that's why nasema Frimpong, na penye tumesema Frimpong anaweza chip in na goals na assist. Jamaa mwingine Florian Wirtz the same. Na nikisema Zubimendi pia anaweza saidia kuhold na kuplay box to box midfield.
Ni sawa, I agree.
Ya Man City, but Man City mimi unajua si underrate Man City vile wanacheza. Nafikiri pia ni kuchoka tu, wachezaji wamechoka, na pia Pep Guardiola ni kama skills zimemwishia. Hao wachezaji by the way vile umesema wamewin kila kitu, UEFA, EPL wamewin back to back. Hata wamechoka na hizi vitu sijui FA nini. But pia kuna baadhi ya mashabiki wanasema kwamba Man City irudi kwake tu. Hakuna mtu alikuwa anajua Man City before 2012. So Man City narudi tu kwake huko chini, wakasumbuana na akina Wolves huko, akina Southampton huko chini. Ndio wanasema. Uoni wakiamka? Elvis, uoni Man City kiamka hata kama hawajasign mtu yote?
I still believe in Pep. Bila unakumbuka ile time ilikuwa hiyo title race ilikuwa Man City na Liverpool ikifumble hadi the last game wakipigwa na Aston Villa. Alafu Man City ikawin nani akitoka bench, Gundogan akitoka bench akawinia game. Mimi na believe Pep. Pep can check. Bana Pep second leg. You season second leg Pep was unbeaten. The entire 19 games in second leg Pep was unbeaten. Aku lose 2 points kwa draw moja tu against your Liverpool 2-2. Alipiga hizo team zote zalifika yote second leg. So mi bado na believe this second leg bado jaanza. Pep can make it. Mi bado nasema Pep can turn around things. But sasa ati anachukua ligi. Hiyo nani imekata? Hiyo nani uongo? Hiyo nani atakuwa ametubeba ufala. Si kuchukua ligi. Top 4 spot. Hiyo ndio kijana naweza mpatia the best, lakini hazichukua ligi bana. Akichukua ligi Chelsea na Liverpool mmeniangusha basa.
Sasa nani atachukua ligi sasa juu Chelsea wanasema hawako kwa title race. Liverpool peke yake.
Nyinyi nani mna play hard, bana mna play hard to get. Kwani mna behave kama mademu. Say what you want bana. Mnataka ligi ama mtaki.
Tunajua sisi ni mademu FC. Chelsea inajulikana kama mademu FC. So
na mademu wanapenda Chelsea.
As in Chelsea, hata niliona leo Nicholas Jackson akiongea pale kwa TNT Sports, akaulizwa mnataka nini kwani kwa IPL? Akasema sisi tunataka tu kuwin 3 points Hatutaki ligi tumeachia Liverpool. So kazi ya Chelsea ni kuwin tu. Pointi tatu mafans wasikie fiti. Hawataki ligi tumeachia Liverpool huko.
Ni sawa, hiyo mentality pia iko fit. Ni sawa, mtudanganye tu, lakini mtapatwa. You'll be gotten by the way one day, and you'll suffer.
But
So,
you know Chelsea, unajua Chelsea imecheza na timu kubwa kama zote. So saizi wakifyeka hutu timu tungine, at least hapo mafans wanasikia poa. So ligi bado coach alisema hawako tayari, bado wanatengeneza kile kikosi, bado kikosi haijaimarika. Wanataka tu pointi 3. Nafikiri pia namuunga mkono ule Enzo Maresca. Wameachia tu hadi slot ile EPL. Wana practice pia huko UEFA Conference Cup.
Elvis, mi nasema Chelsea iko kwa title race, but ni ile hawataki kuongea nini, hawataki so wanaitake it game by game, but venye vitu zinaenda saizi kila mtu asha realize Chelsea iko kwa title race. So ni the only thing wanadai kufanya second leg ni wakipiga timu kubwa, let's say kama Liverpool na Arsenal na City, hiyo sasa hapo tutajua wenyewe hii ligi wameenda nayo, lakini saizi wanataka tu kukulia rada.
Lakini wakilose points second legs kwa hizo timu kubwa, wacha nikwambie, they will not go anywhere. Mimi nakumbuka season ikianza, tena kwa first interview, tena anasema we are not ready for the title. Bro, what are you saying? We are just there to participate. You know mentality ingine mistake. Go there, win it. You win. You know kenye naweza kuambia. You go win it. Acha kuwa na mentality. That's a mentality of a loser. Ati we are depending so nini, we just want to win. Manze, tuambie tu kweli. Nini me I want to win this league. Ndio hata kama umefumble, mafans wanakusupport in the process of winning. Hata kama umefumble, mafans walisema huyu jamaa alikuwa na intention ya kutuletea trophy, but we saw what happened. Tenaga anatuambia he's not ready to win the Premier League. So what do we do? Anapigwa sasa, ndio excuse. Alisema we are not ready to win the Premier League. Sawa, hiyo ndio excuse. Amorim the first thing alisema you will be happy to win Premier League. Unaona, that's how the willing mentality. Lakini sasa nyinyi Chelsea mtuambie tu kweli bana, mtuambie tu kweli, but ni sawa.
Lakini ukiangalia mambo na Chelsea, hiyo ni Enzo Maresca, najua wanacheza vizuri, lakini pia ukiangalia pale Arsenal, sasa Arsenal pia kwani ni moto tu wa kuwasha alafu nazima. Elvis amedodoka, lakini nafikiri pia atakuwa anarudi muda wote hivi karibuni. So what is happening there in the Arsenal squad? By the way, Arsenal squad has been suffering. Arteta, watu wanasema Arteta ondoke. Arteta should stay or he should leave.
So nini Boni, venye unasema kitu na Arsenal ni Arsenal hawaeleweki pia na hao Boni. So the thing with them ni Boni, this is the right season for them kushinda ligi, because unapata Guardiola amekuwa akiwanyang'anya hiyo kikombe for the last 2 seasons. Kama last season walienda on a good record, wali lose to Aston Villa last season and that costed them the league. So this time was the best time because Arne Slot ni mpya kwa ligi, so and Maresca pia ni mpya. Arteta has the experience, so angefaa kukua yani amedominate hao watu wawili, yani aeke statement ndio aseme hii season yenyewe hiyo kikombe inakuja London. But sasa yeye wanaenda wakidrop points and let's say UEFA wanafanya vizuri, but sincerely speaking au si challengers, so it's either they win saizi Carabao ama FA, because ligi pia wanateleza. So and if Maresca ama Arne Slot akichukua hii ligi itakuwa embarrassment, because for Arteta amekuwa kwa I think for 7+ years na hakuna
very big embarrassment. Na hii itakuwa inanibamba.
Imagine Maresca amekuwa assistant wa Guardiola, juzi hapa wakishinda treble, ametoka ameenda Leicester, coming in his first imagine if he wins. Hiyo sasa hapo tutasema Arteta must go kama Zakayo.
So by the way, Arsenal in season ingekuwa season yao best kuwin hiyo Premier League, lakini they have lost more points this season than the other 2 seasons they have been in the race. So I think hapo kwa title race na Arsenal They are not ready. They are
When
not.
shall they be ready?
Arsenal simujua tu ni Netflix. We are waiting for next season. Venye Evra alisema, Fatisa Evra alisema ati Arsenal play like they are waiting for Netflix. Next season kila siku. So we give them next season.
Lakini pia ukiangalia Arsenal wanasema kwamba hawana striker, wamekuwa wakimtegemea ule Gabriel Jesus. Na sasa ukiangalia vile wanacheza pale front three yao ni kama bado haiko sawa. Sasa wataleta nani pale ndio waweze kusaidika? Bana, ukiangalia defense yao ndio strong kabisa. Hiyo ni kweli. Ukiangalia defense ya kina Magalhaes pale, Saliba, akina Ben White pale, yani akina Calafiori, wale ni wazuri. Lakini pia ukiangalia striking yao inayumba yumba. Wataleta nani pale sasa? Arteta anasema hawana striker. Sijui nini. Tuliona wakicheza na Everton pale. Emirates watoka 0-0.
So you see Bonnie, the thing with Arsenal ni ile time yenye Chelsea waliuzia Kai Havertz na 65 million wakampata. Walianza kubrag, wakaanza kuringia Chelsea wenye Havertz ameanza kufunga. So nini na wakatuambia Chelsea kwa inajua kumtumia. So saizi wamempata, bado wako kwa shida. Sasa hizi wanateta tena wanataka striker mwingine, but saizi striker mpoa mwenye ita cost almost 100 million huyo wa Sporting, huyo anaitwa Victor Gyökeres. Huyo striker ako poa, so ita cost Arsenal, but wakimpata it can be good. He can score 20 plus goals a season.
Elvis, unafikiri wataleta nani pale? Striker kwani ni shida?
There's no any other day a team. There's no any other day a team will win Premier League consecutively without a striker. Hiyo ni kile nasemanga. Uwezi win Premier League bila striker.
Kweli.
Uwezi bila striker. Why did Arteta go for Gabriel Jesus? Reject from Man City. Pep akikuzia player bro, fikiria mara ya pili. Pep akikuzia player ule jamani scam.
Na Palmer.
Alimuzia, aliuza Sterling na Palmer.
Palmer.
Sasa unajua Palmer ni mtu naturally made from the team. Si wale wenye wame nini, unaona? But Pep, so Arsenal good striker, me I don't think they can get a very good striker this time. Hata wezi pata juu I don't think nani Victor Gyökeres anaweza join Arsenal. I don't see him joining Arsenal. I don't think Victor Osimhen joining Arsenal. Osimhen said that aende Chelsea. He said that abaki yo Galatasaray, which Galatasaray financial fair play piwezi wakubali. It said that aende Chelsea ama Napoli one venye watamfanya juu Cologne, si Cologne. Ya Cologne. So Napoli lakini haizi kuja sana. Haizi kuja. That's Lautaro Martinez. Lautaro Martinez ako fiti, but naweza suta ile timu ya Arsenal. Unajua Arsenal pia inachezanga ile wanachezanga ile timu ile Ivan Ferguson from Brighton. Sawa. But sasa who was in that team, nani amewahi win Premier League? Sterling na Jorginho, si ndio? Jorginho pia amewin Chelsea.
Jorginho alikuwa 2017 sidhani.
Jorginho hakuna kitu amewin. Hadi Premier League anajua tu Champions League na World Cup.
Tu wezi leta a young striker from nowhere, which hata sisi tulifanya blanda kuleta Ojland, but Ojland unaweza ona influence yake kwa game. Usitaki kumtetea, but unataka team inataka very stick mwenye natural center forward. Si ati the next time acheze left, next time acheze right, next time acheze rudi midfield. No. Team inataka natural center forward. Ukikumbuka Mtuka Van Persie, Mtuka Babatov, Mtuka coach yangu wa Leicester hii.
Ruud van Nistelrooy.
Angalia watu kama striker. Angalia watu kama wakiwa kwa timu yao kama striker. Carlos Tevez, angalia. Aguero. Aguero. Unaangalia ma strikers. Sasa unataka kuniletea Ivan Ferguson bro. Saizi kama Leicester kama hiyo Brighton hajaifika 20 goals. Hiyo Brighton yenyewe hajaifika 20 goals in a season. So bado Ivan Ferguson hawezi. Usilete pressure kwa mtoto mdogo bana. Usilete pressure kwa mtoto mdogo.
Arsenal sasa wanafanyaje ndio wachukue ligi bwana? Hiyo kuna squad yote.
Arsenal wafukuze Teta.
Ndio leta nani pale? Nani atakuja kubadilisha? Ndio tuliona nani atakuja kubadilisha Arsenal pale? 2003 bwana.
Warudishe Wenger.
Wenger anaizirudi. Wenger aliretire ama Arsenal ilikata kumrudi contract yake.
Akazuri chuko anacheza na kina FIFA kina Gianni Infantino.
As in from Arsenal aliretire ama Arsenal ilimfukuza?
Alitoka sasa yako FIFA, ako Zurich huko. Sijui ana take part ya nini pale, lakini ako kwa FIFA pale Zurich. Vijana wa Arsenal pale wanasumbua. So unasema Ruben Amorim apatiwe time. Elvis unaonaje? Apatiwe time.
Elvis ni kama amefreeze.
Elvis amefreeze hapo. Anyway, I know we want to just say that thank you so much Elvis, of course, but I know you are going to come back here stronger. We just having the post-match analysis here in the Dimba AFRIQ every Monday. We always have this, and we're wishing every sports a fan, soccer fan, athletics, any sport, either tongi mundu, either roll ball, either catch ball, either you follow floor ball. We have a lot of football and also sports in this country and all over the world. Either darts, we have a lot of sports in this country. So we want to wish anyone who is a sports personnel happy holidays, because it's today on December 16 and a few days to Christmas. As Dimba AFRIQ family, we want to say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, Happy Boxing Day. But we shall be here so that we can discuss, because news will continue any day. So Elvis, I think you are back. Elvis, do we give time to Ruben Amorim?
I think Elvis amefreeze.
Elvis amefreeze pale. Anyway, just want to end the show because we have had a big hour for analyzing on what is happening. So before we end the show, just closing remarks from both the guests. Let's start with Alex.
Thank you, Bonnie, for hosting us. It's always a pleasure to do the Dimba show. It's my favorite. It's the one which I'm specialized. Today I'm not seeing Kelong. I'm not seeing a teacher. I'm not seeing Zalendo. I hope we can. I hope they will be there for the next show. But thank you for hosting us. We discuss football matters, and I hope we see change in the Kenyan football more so, and I hope we will be able to host the next AFCON, and we get the stadiums right, and I hope the CS Kipchumba Murkomen delivers. And for Elvis, thank you for coming to the show. Welcome, Muku. We always do this every Monday. Bring your friends, tell your friends to tell a friend. To come Muku Africa, we build a community. Thank you.
Yes, Elvis, thank you, Alex. Elvis, are you there? Just want to get your closing remark before we.
Unanisikia?
Yes, we'll go freeze hapo bwana.
Bana, usiki mtu ananipigia hapa simu bana, shangaa rada.
Anakupigia wakati tuko kwa show hapa hivi. Anyway, tunashukuru sana Elvis by the kwa kufika kwa show. Tunakuwa na show hapa kila time. Every Mondays tunakuwa na show ya sport. Wasema kwa wengi. Leo wengine wameenda holidays nini, but I'm very sure by next year watu watakuwa wamesharudi Nairobi ndio tupige bonge la show hapa. But here to close remarks hapa. Yeah.
inafaa, lakini mi hadi nimeshukuru. Unajua hizi link hizi links nikizionanga lazima tumetap nione ni nini inafanyika huko ndani, kama naweza fit in. Nimepata watu wanapenda mpira huko nje but nimeshukuru manzi, nimeshukuru. Hope will continue.
Nilikuwa nimekuwekea message hapo, sijui kama umeiona. Kabla tumalize ndio nikuongeze kwa group ya WhatsApp. Tuko wengi sana, watu wanaingianga kwa show kila Monday.
Oh, sawa, wacha ni respond. Sawa kidogo ndio nimeiona.
Anyway, my followers, I know those who are following us through Facebook and also YouTube live here AFRIQ24. I want just to say that was a big conversation here in AFRIQ24 Monday edition, and the Dimba AFRIQ will always continue despite the holidays. But as you have your holidays, make sure you celebrate with a lot of care, because we also have a life to live after what we are having. Make sure you always give us your updates, because we have a life to live. So make sure you keep safe wherever you are. But before we leave, I am joined by Mzalendo. I've seen Mzalendo here. Mzalendo, I've seen you here. Mzalendo, I have seen you here. Let me add this guy here, because I have a lot to hear from him. He must tell me what is happening. He must tell me what is the major problem affecting Arteta. Mzalendo, shida ni tuambie sasa. Mzalendo, shida ni gani pale Arsenal? What is the problem there? Mzalendo amepotea. Anyway. Ule ni shabiki wa Arsenal na anakuanga kwa show, lakini saa hii sijui amelala ama ni nini. But anyway, najua tutampata.
Anapotea wapi Boni?
Wako holiday, akina West wako holiday, akina Kilong wako holiday, wameenda holiday lakini watarudi. Wakirudi tu hivi, of course, unajua sasa ni December. Most of people wako holiday, wanaenda ku relax huko ndio wapumue. But I'm very sure by January 1st they will be around Nairobi, or maybe on the 27th there. So I was saying that you just enjoy yourself, keep safe wherever you are, and we shall keep in touch here for the time being. Thank you so much, Elvis, and also Alex. Mzalendo, you just disappeared. And anyone who supports sports, soccer, athletics, we always discuss all of them here. And we wish Hussein Mohammed all the best, and his counterpart there, McDonald Mariga. Mzalendo, tuambie, umekuja kama show inaisha bwana. Tuambie kwanza Arsenal inaendelea aje kwanza. What is happening?
Hello. Hey.
Unalala?
Hello.
Mimi ndalala wapi na hii kelele yako hapo ya Chelsea?
Kwani tunaongelea Arsenal Chelsea peke yake?
Nimesikia muongea mambo ya Chelsea, nimesikia story ya Man City na Manchester United. I think the gods, unajua mpira kuna the gods of football. Right now the gods of football are on the Chelsea side. Wakitoka kwa Chelsea wataenda kwa timu nyingine. So it is just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. But the league is still very young. I can tell you, there are more surprises coming. Those who are enjoying the form right now, it could be short-lived. But Chelsea are playing very, very well. But that does not guarantee them the Premier League. The Premier League is a very, very competitive league. You can be even be beaten by the team that is just about to be relegated. So we have got a lot to see this season and to watch the big teams. I can see there could be a Manchester United comeback. They are still not able to get their act together in the big stage, but I know Manchester United are going to pull some good surprises in the next few weeks. Remember, December is a month of surprises in the Premier League. But so far, Arsenal so good. We in Arsenal we have not lost a game as predicted by Boni. You lied the other time that Arsenal wamepigwa, lakini ilikuwa ni nil. So we are not losing. That is very very important. But at least we are picking a point here and there. So for Liverpool, I know being on top of the league, you are the team to beat each and every time. When you see a team that is on top of the table, each and every team wants to bring that team down. So I will not be surprised that in the next by by the time we are going into January, Arsenal will be on top of the league. So yeah, that is my analysis. Unless you have any question for me.
I don't have any question for you because I know Arsenal fans they are so bitter on what is happening. They went 0-0 draw with the Everton, and also the other game they went into a draw. So they are suffering as a team. They are really suffering, and we wish that this one will continue because they have been curtain raisers for the last 3 seasons. So what do we expect from them? This is Premier League, of course. Everton is one of the tough sides, and they gave them their performance. That is why at Emirates Stadium they went into 0-0 draw against Arteta. And if a team can just go into a 0-0 draw full time, and they have strikers, that means that their strikers are not good for the job. So maybe Arsenal they are going to get.
Bonnie, please excuse us. For I've told you the Premier League is a competitive league. For you to be in the Premier League, you are a good side. That is why it is one of the most competitive leagues in the world. So, for you to say that Everton, Arsenal could not beat Everton, each and every team that we are playing against in the Premier League, we respect them because they are there on merit. So if we lost so many, we could not convert the chances that we got, although we created so many chances. As we watch now in the game, it means luck was not on our side. But I wait for a game between Arsenal and Chelsea so that you can zip up your mouth about the game of football and Arsenal. For us, we love our football so much. We love our game so much, and we don't want to play like Chelsea. We want to play like Arsenal. The tiki taka, the passes, the sweet goals that we normally score. That is what we enjoy. So you don't expect us to enjoy your game. We don't want to enjoy your game. We enjoy our game. When we draw, it is not a good thing for us. We know that, but we don't want to lose to any team. Yeah.
Yes, Mzalendo is saying they don't want. They don't want. That is Arsenal. Just using some pronouns there, but he's saying that they don't want. But that is Arsenal. That is, we are on game 15, so we have 3 games towards the end of first leg. We wish
Boni,
Arsenal all the best and Arteta team all the best.
Boni,
Of course,
question for
yeah.
you. How do you deal with the set pieces for Arsenal going forward? Because they practice it a lot. So how do teams curb it?
They played Everton and they could not even win any one of those set pieces for even scoring. So I'm just saying that this is just a way. They just get a team that is poor when it comes to marking them during the set piece, and that is why they score. So why could they score against Everton at Emirates on Saturday? So that is just a fallacy that I will not agree with, because Arsenal, they are not known for set pieces. A very good team that is known for set pieces is Aston Villa. And I'm very sure if you play Aston Villa, Unai Emery, he knows how to deal with those set pieces. You know, the likes of Mike Ginn there, the likes of Ruram there, the likes of Tielemans, they know how to score those set pieces. So Arsenal, that's just a wave that they're having. So as we come to the end of the show, I want to say thank you so much for those who tuned. And Mzalendo, thank you so much for giving us your time and joining the show. And you have given us your sentiments on why Arsenal is still probably to get a Premier League. Until we meet here, I want to say simply same time, Dimba AFRIQ continues every Mondays. And I want to wish everyone happy holidays, keep safe, and always sanitize. Make sure you sanitize here in AFRIQ24. Subscribe, like, comment, and share. Until we meet here, I want to say cheers and bye-bye. Make sure you know Chelsea, they are not in the Premier League. They are just there to stay. They are not in the Premier League. They're just chasing and collecting 3 points. Mzalendo, before we come to the end of the show, unapotea potea sana. Tuambie prediction yako ya ligi, nani atachukua ligi?
Arsenal, of course. Arsenal will win the Premier League, and we are in top form right now. We don't really care who is going to come to face us. We are confident that we will win the league this time around. We were number 2 in the last season. This season we are geared to win the Premiership. And this other team called Chelsea, who are at the bottom. I don't think they even finished 10th or something like that in the league. So we don't really care about who is ahead of us. For us, we know and we are confident under Arteta that we must win this season. In case we don't win this season, then we are going to get a coach like Pep Guardiola to come and coach Arsenal, because that is the man who understands the Arsenal philosophy of football, and we have the mentality of winning. So right now we are in good form. December is normally not a very good time for the Arsenal team. The gods of football are not with us in most of the time. If you watch the season of December, Arsenal is it's the time when we lose games. But so far, I think we have not lost any game, and that is good. If all goes well, if you see Arsenal not losing any game in December, be rest assured that we are going to win the league. Mark, put that in the bank, peleka hata Equity ama KCB upatiwe loan kwa hiyo maneno nimesema.
Hey, hiyo ni maneno ya Mzalendo, shabiki wa Arsenali. Anasema kwamba msimu huu lazima Arsenali na vijana wake Mikel Arteta watachukua ligi. Mimi ni nani nikatae? Nitakuwa hapa AFRIQ24 mwezi wa 5 mwaka ujao, Mungu akitujalia, nikiongelelea mshindi wa ligi kuu nchini Uingereza. Bila shaka sina la ziada ila kuuliza Mzalendo atupatie usimu wako wa mwisho kabla tufunge dimba la AFRIQ. Prediction yako
Prediction gani? Sema. Oh, sorry.
Prediction yako ni gani ukiangalia matokeo ya klabu bingwa bara Ulaya? Nani atashinda?
Hiyo ya bara Ulaya ni it's a bit ni a bit tricky sahi. Hata siwezi sema ni nani wanaweza shinda. Hiyo imenichanganisha kidogo. I've not watched all the games the championship, so I will be lying to say that I'm predicting the winners of the Champions League. I'd be lying to you guys. So I don't want to predict the the league, unless the Baki team kama nne in contention, then I can be able to analyze the game for you and tell you that for sure I know that this team is the one that is going to carry the league, especially now that they changed the format for the Champions League. It's very, very difficult to predict who is going to win the league. So when they reach the semi-finals the semi-finals is when probably we can be able to say a word or two. But for now, no, I'm a bit blank in that.
Yes, we're waiting for the last 16 and also UEFA conference link for the last 16. Then we will analyze all those. But remember to always keep your eye tuned in AFRIQ24 every day, as we have a lot of news here. And also this Dimba Al Afrique happens every day, every Monday. That is not every day, but every Mondays we have the post-match analysis, and also we give you the best ideas when it comes to sports in this country. Mzalendo, I want to say thank you so much for making your time and tuning to AFRIQ. And we have heard your sentiments after missing you for a while in this Dimbal AFRIQ. We want to say thank you so much, and we meet here same place, same time, as we discuss matters concerning sporty